Eating out is fucking your weight loss journey, and it's stopping you from reaching your dream weight loss results. So how can you manage how many times you eat out per month and still receive some pretty amazing results, while also still enjoying your favourite meals and your favourite foods? So the key is that we don't want to be having 7 takeout meals a week, because that is way too many. If you want to be losing weight, you need to massively and seriously reduce how many times you eat out and how many takeaways you have per month. Because if you're the kind of person that has multiple takeaways a month, then that is what's stopping you from actually losing weight. Because there are multiple days though where you're going massively out of the calorie deficit, and overall that's stopping you from seeing weight loss results. You can have a pretty amazing 5 days of eating a calorie deficit, but if you have a full weekend of where you go massively out of that calorie deficit, then that was seriously going to stop your weight loss results and actually in turn either make you gain weight or just about maintain your weight. And especially if you're from the UK, takeaways are a staple in most people's lives. But if you're serious about losing weight, you need to cut them down, just as I did. But I'm not saying to cut out completely, I mean just reduce how many times you're actually having them per week and per month. So ideally, if I was you, I would aim to roughly have 2 or once every single month. Why? Because that's 2 days where you're going out to your calorie deficit, but you've still got the rest of the month where you're in your calorie deficit and you smashed it. So in turn, you're still going to lose weight. Whereas if you're having 7, 10 a month, then that's going to massively hinder your results and possibly make you gain weight. Weight loss is super simple, so it's calories in and calories out. So in turn, if you're having 5 to 10 takeaways a month, then takeaways, they're not low in calories, they're massive amounts of calories. Some meals take over your full daily amount of calories. So if you're having that in one sitting, plus the rest of your day's eating, you're going to massively go out to that calorie deficit. So the next day you're going to gain a lot of weight. So overall in the week you've not lost any weight, and that's how it can stop you from losing weight. Just that one day where you go 2,000 calories out of that deficit could really stop you from seeing the results that you really want. So what I say is, when I say you're serious about losing weight, then you need to really think about cutting down your takeaways and how many times you actually eat out. Because it's not a need, it's just a want. So if that's something that you want, you need to control it and control how many times a month you actually have a takeaway or go out for a meal. Now for me, I love a Domino's, I love other takeaways, but I reduced that. I have it probably once every 2 months now, and just doing that has helped me see some pretty tremendous weight loss results. But also when I went through my very first weight loss transformation, I didn't have any takeaways. And me doing that, I lost 30 kilograms in just 4 months. So you're making that small little sacrifice helped me see the weight loss results that I wanted, and that's how it can do the same for you as well. Most people struggle to lose weight because they can't stop having takeaways. Now what's one way to stop having takeaways and how many times you actually eat out? Well, first of all, it sets up a little structure and a routine around towards leading up to a certain day where you're going to go out for that takeaway or go out for that meal. Set a day of the month that you want to aim for, and once you reach that day, you can go out, have a lovely nice meal at a lovely restaurant, or you can sit inside and have a takeaway. But pick one day of a month to have that cheat meal, and you can build up towards that. So the rest of the days leading up to that, you're in your calorie deficit and you're smashing it. And once it gets to that day, you can have that treat. But then after that day, you jump right back on it and you get back into your calorie deficit. So just doing that gives you something to work towards. Now, it's not the best goal to set, but it's something that can keep you accountable to stick to your deficit, so that once you reach that day, you can go and have your treat in a takeaway or going out for a meal. Just doing a small little target like that will help you massively to stick to your deficit throughout the rest of the month and reduce how many times you actually have a takeaway and how many times you actually go out for a meal. There's a lot of people that come to me constantly have multiple takeaways a week, not just a month, a week. And that's just instilled in your lifestyle because that's a bad habit. And the best way to break down habits is to set it up into targets. So instead of saying, I'm not going to have no takeaways for the rest of my life, blah, 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 that goal would never work and you'll never be able to stick to it because it's unrealistic to set straight away. So to break down bad habits, you need to break it up into sections. So first of all, don't break it up and say you're going to cut it all out together. Cut it up and say I'm going to have 1 every month or I'm going to have 2 every month. Stick to that and then start to bring it down and then start to bring it down so then it's a 0 then, and you can have a takeaway whenever you please because you've reached your weight loss goal. But to break down bad habits, you need to break it down to sections. So if you're having 4 takeaways a month, break it down to 2 takeaways a month, cut it in half. You're going to see 50% better progress. You're going to see it from a logistical side. Cut down your takeaways and how many times you go out for a meal in half, and you will see better results. So you just need to really manage how many times you're going out for this meal, how many times you're having a takeaway, because it's fucking your weight loss results. Now, I'm not saying to have ridiculous meals like salads, having fruits every single day, because at the start of your journey, that's going to be pretty unrealistic. But at the start of your journey, you just need to break down your bad habits and start to focus on the small things, such as eating more meals throughout your day, but smaller quantities, cutting down how many bad foods you actually are having, whether that's processed food, high salt, etc. You just need to cut down the crap food that you are having, and you start to implement more healthy food, more whole foods. And then that's where you can start to implement more fruit, more fibres and more vegetables into your diet. But I'm not pushing that healthy regime onto you, because at the start all you need to do is cut down the bad habits and you'll start to see results through that. If you cut down your bad habits and start to focus on the little basics, such as just tracking your calories, sticking to a deficit, getting your daily steps in. If you just do the basics right, you don't focus on the extra detailed steps to lose weight, then that's the best and most guaranteed best way to see weight loss results. And that's what I did, because when I was losing weight, I didn't focus on having the most healthiest meals. I didn't focus on eating the cleanest of meals. All I focused on was getting my steps in, exercising and eating in deficit. And me doing that for 4 months helped me see some pretty ridiculous results in that time frame. Some results I've not seen from many other people. And just sticking to the basics and doing it at a pretty good standard and being very, very consistent with it helped me see the results that I wanted, and the results that changed my life and has now put me in a position to help change your life. Because I was a guy that used to love having the bad food, meals, takeaways. I ate all of it, I ate everything, and the best way that's seen me to change that was to break it down, to stop having the takeaways, stop going out for the meals, and start to focusing on the goal that I've set. You need to set a goal, and you need to focus on that goal. And every single day that you wake up, you need to do the right things to reach that goal. So deficit, exercise, and avoiding the bad habits. Chocolate, sweets, takeaways, because all that stuff right there is going to take you out of your deficit if you eat it at a pretty high quantity. Now, you can have a couple of sweets, that's fine, because that's not going to take you out of your calorie deficit massively. If you're having full bags of sweets, full bars of chocolates, a full pizza, fish and chips and curry, if you're having all of that, then you're not going to stay within your deficit. But also, it's not going to fill you up. It's not going to give you the nutritional value that you need, but also it's not going to help you want to stay motivated to stick to this weight loss journey, because all them foods there, they make you feel shit about yourself, your self-esteem decreases, your self-motivation decreases, your self-confidence decreases, your anxiety increases. All these foods have negative effects on you. None of these foods are good for you, neither physically or mentally or emotionally. So start to eat healthy food to increase your productivity, your mental strength, but also your emotional capability. Healthier food, but more whole food, is the key to weight loss. But at the start, you just need to focus on cutting out how many times you eat out, because it's fucking you up. If you're serious about losing weight, then you need to cut out how many times you go out, and that's just a fact. Focus on losing weight, focus on the basics, and you'll start to see the weight loss results that you actually want. And you'll start to become the person that you really want to become. Because I know right now, watching this video, whoever you are, you're not in a position that you want to be in. And it all starts with losing weight. Take care of yourself, because your body is the best investment you have and the best investment you can make. Take care of yourself, and yourself will take care of everything else around you. If you're feeling shit about work, your friends, relationships, if you start to change yourself, you start to become more respected. You'll start to respect yourself more. You'll start wanting to do better things for yourself to help you become a better person. Weight loss is the key to everything around you in life. So once you start to lose weight and start to change your life, everything will open up around you. But first of all, you need to cut out how many times you eat out and stop being that fat piece of shit. Yes, thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But also, follow me on Instagram for more short form content like this to help you drastically change your life physically, mentally and emotionally. And start to lose that belly that you've always been self-cautious about for your whole life. Start to lose your bingo wings and you start to be able to walk around in shirts and shorts without having to wear massive oversized hoodies and being self-anxious the full time. Weight loss is the key to everything. So follow me on Instagram to help you get in the best shape of your life. And lastly, let's go boys.